too, just like Ronnie. He's one of the hype mans. Coach Shaw we have now is just so much. He's improving himself. He's making our team better. Just the way he's motivating us, to play to a higher level.
So you guys are feeding off it. Is that probably what you'd say about?
Most definitely feeding off of it. Yeah, he's definitely a leader of this team. He's our head coach. When he comes in the locker room with juice, even if we're down, he's coming in telling us that we got to do better, keeping us, positive. So he's doing a really good job right now.
So how would you describe his demeanor before that? How would be a good word to describe what he was like in those interactions with you guys before kind of turning over? I guess you'd say turning over.
I'd say reserved. He just didn't want to be the coach who would just blow up on people. He's not doing that this year. He's just instead, you might see some coaches go off on kids, but Coach Shaw is very understanding. He tries to pick us up, not bring us down.
Thank you.
Can you take us through that pick six? What you saw, what was going through your head during the return?
First off, it was definitely game planning. It was a great game plan. We knew on third down they liked the sticks route, so it was third and long, so we're anticipating that. Coach Akina called the route, and I was right on the sideline. He said, Elijah sticks, and I was like, all right, I'll just play the sticks then. And I sat on top of the route, and then, he threw the ball right where I had to be.
And then during the return, what did you see? Take me through that.
We're taught just to go down the sideline. And I went down the sideline, but once I saw one man try to tackle me, I was like, all right, I got to break free. So, I had some good key blocks, get me open, and then just so happy it happened. My first pick happened to be a pick six. It's great.
Coach, nice run.
Thank you.
He told me you were over. He was over, so now I got to start over.
So you see, not only do you get the interception, Cody gets an interception,
right.
Several hands-on balls. How much of an emphasis has that been? You guys have had a ton of turnovers this year, and what's it like in the room after the game to have a game like this?
It's been long overdue. These turnovers, especially for the defensive secondary. We really pride ourselves on being playmakers of this game, and our coach, he's been coaching a lot of great people in the past, and he just the way he coaches us, we want to be better. We want to be playing to those standards of those greats. So having those two picks tonight is really big for us. We haven't had any picks this year. This is our fifth game. This sixth game. It's long overdue, and I'm glad that we had two tonight because it's going to roll over now. Now it's just going to be momentum. Yeah.
When's the last time you had a pick six?
My first game of my senior year of high school. That was 2 years ago, redshirt freshman, so
okay,
it's been a while.
Sneak one more in. Francis Owusu's catch, where were you? What did you see? What did you think?
Man, I thought they picked the ball because I was like, it's just quiet. And then I see the ball flung out, and I was like, oh, he had the ball in the first place. It was crazy. I have no idea that he caught the ball. That's definitely top 3 SE. Yeah, maybe that's probably number 1 catch of the year for sure. It's crazy.
Thanks, Elijah.